Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kim Zolciak gives vulnerable co-parenting update amid billionaire boyfriend news. Kim Zolciak is opening up about her family, her co-parenting struggles with Kroy Biermann, and life with her new man, all while navigating a very public divorce. The former star of The Real Housewives of Atlanta shared candid updates at BravoCon 2025, revealing how her children are growing, how she feels about her ex today, and what's really happening with the new relationship that has everyone talking. Zolciak says she wants what's best for her children as she continues her divorce from former NFL player Kroy Biermann. Speaking with the Daily Dish at BravoCon, Zolciak said she wishes the split looked different for the sake of their four youngest children. KJ, Cash, Kaya, and Kane Biermann. I wish that we could co-parent, Zolciak said. I don't have any problem with my ex Kroy. I don't have any issues, I never have. Zolciak also shared updates on her children's lives, especially her son's growing athletic achievements. KJ, he's 14, he's the first in the high school's history to play in varsity and start, and he's great, she said. Cash is like the top in the country. He's a 13-year-old in the 8th grade. It's so fun to watch. She added that twins Kaya and Kane are always together, either being very sweet to each other, or wrestling like older siblings now that the boys are growing taller and stronger as she navigates co-parenting challenges. Zolciak is also making headlines for her new romance with businessman Kyle Mowitz, a relationship now pulled into his ongoing divorce proceedings. According to filings referenced by Us Weekly, Mowitz's estranged wife, Jillian Green, alleged that Zolciak met Mowitz through a woman named Jenny Doyle, whom she claims was involved with him as well. Green's filing stated, Ms. Doyle is or was Ms. Zolciak's friend who was also involved in a relationship with Mowitz. It was Ms. Doyle, we believe, who introduced Ms. Zolciak to Mowitz. A source close to Zolciak disputed that narrative, saying she met Mowitz through a real estate agent, while acknowledging Doyle appears to work in real estate. Her daughter, Ariana Biermann, spoke with Us Weekly at BravoCon and weighed in on the new boyfriend, saying, I really like him. He's a good man. Despite the noise, Zolciak insists her focus hasn't changed. I just want what's best for my kids, she reiterated. Kim Zolciak has never been a stranger to the spotlight. From the moment she stepped onto The Real Housewives of Atlanta, she embodied the kind of bold, untamed confidence that made her a fan favorite. But beneath the glam wigs, the punchline-ready one-liners, and the chaos that built reality TV legend, Kim has always been a mother first. And this week, she reminded the world of that truth in a surprisingly vulnerable co-parenting update, delivered just as headlines exploded about her alleged new billionaire boyfriend. The timing was impossible to ignore. Social media was already ablaze with whispers and warnings about Kim's love life reboot. Photos had circulated. Anonymous insiders hinted at private jet weekends, extravagant gifts, and a whirlwind romance with a low-profile but extremely wealthy entrepreneur whose net worth reportedly dipped into the billions. For a woman fresh off a public divorce, financial turmoil, and a tabloid tsunami, the story practically wrote itself. But while fans were busy dissecting the diamond-encrusted dating rumors, Kim took a breath and redirected the narrative towards something far quieter, far more personal, and far more human: her children. In a late-night Instagram live, framed with dim lighting and none of her trademark glam, Kim appeared almost stripped down. The version of her viewers saw wasn't the Bravo bombshell in full lashes and wine glass mode. It was Kim the mother, Kim the woman who has lived 100 lives under a camera lens, Kim the person who still winces at the thought of letting her kids down. She began by acknowledging that the past year had been the hardest of her life. The divorce from Kroy Biermann, once the great love story of her reality TV arc, had not been the clean-cut ending fans had hoped for. Legal battles, financial pressure, custody questions, back-and-forth blame that exhausted even the most devoted viewers. And through it all, the kids watched quietly, trying to make sense of their parents' unraveling. When a fan in the comments asked how co-parenting was going, Kim didn't shy away the way some celebrities do. She didn't sugarcoat. She didn't deflect. Instead, she sighed, a soft, tired sound that instantly shifted the tone of the room, and answered with a clarity that surprised even her biggest critics. We are trying, she said. It's not perfect. It's nowhere near easy. I think anyone who's gone through a divorce knows that. But the kids come first. Always. And we're figuring it out day by day. It wasn't a press release. It wasn't a soundbite crafted for likes. It was raw. Almost weary. Viewers listened as she described exchange days that sometimes felt tense, communication that could shift from cooperative to complicated, and the emotional tightrope she and Croy walked as they tried to transition from married partners to parenting partners. She acknowledged mistakes, something reality television rarely allows room for. She admitted that both sides had moments they weren't proud of. And she emphasized that, no matter how tabloids framed the narrative, she was committed to peace for the sake of her children's emotional security. And then came the part that truly made headlines. Kim addressed, directly and without flinching, the rumors about her new relationship. "I know everyone has seen what's being said about my personal life right now," she said. "And I get it. It's juicy. It's loud. But my love life is not the priority. My kids are." But the internet, naturally, had already built its own story. According to the swirling gossip, Kim had been spending time with an ultra-wealthy businessman she allegedly met through mutual friends. The rumored relationship had sparked every kind of speculation, from whether the financial rescue narrative was true to whether she was preparing a glamorous comeback via a brand new man. Kim, however, set a very different tone. She didn't deny the rumor outright, nor did she confirm anything. Instead, she made one thing clear. Whoever enters her life has to support her world as a mother, and not complicate it. "My kids know everything about my life," she said. "I'm an open book parent. But I won't bring someone around them unless I feel incredibly safe and aligned in that decision. My priority is their stability, not my own headlines." It was a striking contrast to the glamorous aura usually associated with her dating rumors. There was no talk of jets, jewels, or lavish dates. No bragging. No teasing. Just a woman trying to balance public judgment, private heartbreak, and the delicate emotional ecosystem of a blended family. What resonated with fans most was how she spoke about her two youngest children, the ones she shares with Croy. She described how they were adjusting, how they asked questions, how they sensed tension even when the adults tried to hide it. Every parent who had ever gone through a breakup recognized the tone in her voice, the mix of protectiveness and guilt and hope. "We're healing," she said simply. "And healing is messy." Her older daughters, Brielle and Ariana, who have always been fiercely vocal about their loyalty,